So Travell is actually a guy from the scene here in Atlanta, and he's often complained about how no one wants to stand with him. People only want to take him down. And you gave him the fight that he wanted, and he gave you the fight that you wanted. Was it exciting to go out there with a guy that was going to stand and trade with you until one man fell?
Yeah, sure. I watched his last fight. I think he fought April 21st. But he fought an opponent that's too hesitant. He fought an opponent that respected him too much. I want to walk you down, and I want you to taste my fist. So I don't think he's used to an opponent like that. That's why I knew going into this fight that he's not going to be ready for me.
So one of these guys asked you a great question about how you got some great pop on your punches, but more importantly than that, you also got that dog in you. When did you first realize that, you're not just, a good technical guy, you're also a real fighter at the core?
Yeah, I actually, there was a moment where I thought I had that same thought actually. Before my first amateur fight, I was helping Maz Burnell, one of my teammates and great friends, get ready for his fight. And he needed a sparring partner that would spar with him because a lot of guys say no. So I said, yeah, I'll do it. And we went in the cage and we did 5-minute rounds, basically a title fight. And he just whooped my ass. I mean, he dropped me like 3 times with liver shots. And I remember there was a moment where he said, hey, like, you don't have to be a superhero. Like, we could be done right now. And I was like, no, like, you're not going to make me quit. And I think at that moment, that's when I kind of knew that I had a little bit of dog in me, because he's top in the world in Bellator. So yeah, I think at that moment that's kind of when I thought that I had the dog in me.
So a lot of fighters talk about how amateurs doesn't count. I mean, who cares if you lose? I mean, you're gonna go pro and it erases it doesn't erase your amateur record, but you start over.
Exactly.
But this isn't just any amateur career. I mean, you're fighting on ESPN main card. So what do you think it's going to be like when you finally make that transition to pro?
Oh, when I go pro, I'll definitely be prepared. There's no amateur in the world that's signed with a major organization. There's no amateur in the world that's in front of all of these cameras, doing these interviews, flying to Atlanta, doing ABC, CBS, Bleacher Report, all these stuff in one day, fighting on ESPN on a big stage. There's no amateur in the world getting that. And I'm blessed enough to get that kind of experience. So by the time I go pro, it's going to be second nature to be in front of all these cameras and whatnot. And I mean, I was doing this kind of stuff when I was 14 years old in high school football. So I believe that everything happens for a reason. I believe that this is all happening so that I could become a champion.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.